Hello, welcome to this edition of my soccer channel, Soccer Sheriff. Let's talk football. Fulham 1, Manchester United 1. That's all of these. I see, think I should have started in another way. Okay. Let's recap. There's just waiting. Things will never be the same. There's just waiting. Right? I see no changes. All I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate. What was all about? I feel the tension I actually feel for the United fans. Judging by what they had last season, I was expecting a major surgical operation to their team, but what they did was just to change the front three, replace them, and the whole team remains the same. I see no changes. Stay the same way. Last week they were 18th. This is I think they are 16th or 17th as well. For how long will they keep to linger on in these lower positions? Manchester United don't deserve this. And according to one of their coaches, Jose Mourinho, football heritage. Football heritage. Manchester United shouldn't be playing this kind of football they are playing. That is football heritage. Over the years they had good wingers, Jinsu Park, Beckham, Nani, Cristiano Ronaldo. Briefly they had Di Maria. Look at the quality of uh, midfielders they were going for. That is football heritage. You could always count Man United to be among the top two, top three. It's never finished until the last game of the season. That is football heritage. But what do we have now? It's just shambles upon shambles. And like I said on my TikTok before the game started, they're not gonna give Amorim a full season this time around if he doesn't turn things around. They're not gonna give him a full season. Last season was very shambolic, but he had a good result against big teams and small teams or the middle teams. You know, at times he wins a game against big team and you expect him to continue maybe the next 2-3 games to build momentum and they fluff it the next game. No consistency at all. And I saw the starting lineup today, and I was like, "What do you expect? Are you expecting a miracle? That team can finish with on in top six. Just have to tell you, they can't finish in top six. Something has to be done because if you're still having Casemiro in that team, with all respect to the lad, he is a good guy, quality guy. He had his days, he had his moment. Age is a bastard. When it comes to football, age will deny you of your abilities, and I think he's past it. Casemiro should be heading to Saudi or America or back to Corinthians or Palmeiras, or Botafogo. I gotta learn all these clubs because we played in the Club World Cup and we are the world champions. Casemiro doesn't have any place in that team again if they are actually serious. I understand he's a leader. I understand he's a beautiful player, but no, at 34, 35, or what's his age? No, you still have Luke Shaw in that team. My God. Luke Shaw? My God. They still have Harry Maguire. Bringing on Harry Maguire the second half when they need goals. Manchester United is the only team that when they need goals, they bring in a defender because he has some area prowess which no one is denying. But for you to still be bringing on Harry Maguire, was it 2 seasons ago he had a very blunder of season and he was the talk of the town. People expected him to. That was one of his lowest points. He never really got back to being that quality player. He was just from bad to average, good, average, good, average. He never became that kind of force again. So why do you still keep him? I don't know. He should have been let go. Sell these players. Bring in new ideas. So far, people are still saying Casemiro. They are still saying Mary Maguire, they're still saying Luke Shaw. They still believe it's still the same fish from the same kettle, or is it the same fish from the same sea, and you don't expect something new. People expectations are still high, but imagine they have a kind of a new set of like Euro, like Dogo, all those young players. That might be an excuse that, oh, we have young guys, we are building for the future. But you're not building for the future if you're getting Sesko. You're not building for the future if you're getting Cunha. You're not building for the future if you're getting Brahim. You are building a team to win now. And if you can't get those results, I'm sorry, things are still the same. And trust the fans. I trust the pundit. Trust the wailing wailers. They're gonna come for you, Amorim. They're gonna come for you. Nobody's gonna give you that liberty of a full season for you to perform here. Yeah. And actually today, I think he sat just prior to the penalty. He sat on the bench. I was like, wow. So this guy can sit. Throughout last season, he was just pacing up and down. It's not by pacing. Yeah, he's technically sound, but at times you still have to understand the league. You have to understand the league, and that's very paramount. If you don't understand the league, you're gonna flop. Ask Andres Villas Boas, young coaches that have come into the league and they had to go back. The Van de Boer. You have to understand the league. And I respect whatever he's done with Sporting Lisbon, but he's not making any headway in Manchester United. Manchester United, even when they had Solskjaer, they were like, wow, this is not enough. They had Mourinho, this is not enough. So for you to come in, no, the stakes are were already high. Football heritage. So you can't come here and start giving us philosophy, even if you want to give people hope. The hope for the future. They have to see. I remember when Klopp first came to Liverpool. Oh no, the result was up, down, but you could see they were formidable at Anfield. They could score you 4 goals, 5 goals, both in the EPL, both in I think it was the Europa League they were in their time. There was that consistency. So his only consistency has always been against the big teams. And how many are the big teams? Maybe 5 or 6. And the other teams in the EPL, you don't have a decent result with them. I'm sorry, no, it's not working, and you attracted an early pressure onto yourself, Amorim. 2 games, 1 point, 16th position. Technically, you're still fighting relegation. Nobody's gonna take you for that. Nobody's gonna take you for that. And sooner or later, if the results are not improving, people will outgrow whatever love they've got for you, whatever belief they believe in your principle. They're going to, even the players might revolt. Yeah, you've taken the likes of Sancho, Rancho, Ganacho, all the Cho boys. You've taken them out. You've kind of put your foot ground on the team, but you still haven't done anything with regards to midfield, with regards to backline. You can't tell me it was because Manchester United were fluffing their chances last season. That was why they were where they finished. No. At times they didn't create enough. At times they were not superb enough. So you need to change the wingers. I believe quality midfielders. But you still haven't Mason Mount. He hasn't had the best of season for the past 2, 3 seasons. He's been injury prone. You still have Mason Mount in that team. Cunha is not a natural 9. You're putting Cunha as a 9. Oh, okay, I don't have any issue with him. But like I said, you're still using Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes, oh God bless Bruno Fernandes. He's been there. He's a leader. He's a legend. Single-handedly playing games, winning them points. But today he wasn't able to convert his penalty. All sins forgiven, Bruno Fernandes. But build quality around him. Build quality around Bruno Fernandes, not Casemiro again. So at the back, you still have Luke Shaw. You still have. And I'm just like, wow. No. I'm still seeing the same team again, and you can't keep doing things the same way and expect a different outcome. It's gonna be the same outcome. Of the old guys, take them out, bring new guys. Then people bringing new guys, you might buy yourself some time. People will say, "Oh, new guys, they need to settle. Young guys, they need to settle. We are building for the future." But if you are getting your front three, people expect you to fire from all cylinders. I can see there's an improvement. 2 games, 1 goal. Even the 1 goal was a deflected goal, corner kick. You're not asking why would you score with a corner kick. The more you guys take to get back, the more you are lagging behind because other teams are fortifying. They're not waiting for you. So if you now say you want to give Manchester United 2, 3 seasons to build, by the time you finish building, the house you're building will be so obsolete. It won't even be trending again. And by the time you look around you, you see the houses around you. You just have to, take the old structures down and rebuild again. And that's what is happening to Manchester City. For so long, they had a quality, they had a panache, they had a belief, and they failed to recruit. A kind of Doku won't be in that team when during the prime days of David Silva, Queen Aguero, when they had Dzeko, when they had Zabaleta. You could see kind of players. I'm telling you, they wouldn't have Doku that time. So that's my take on this. Gracias, merci, obrigado. Thanks a million bunch, guys. It's Soccer Sherafino.